Hello everyone, this is me Sharon. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are going to crochet a Prada inspired summer bag. This bag is worked using square mesh stitches. We are going to start the base in rows. This is great to make, especially now that it is summer and a lot of people go to the beach. This is one of the must-have handmade bags for this season. It's pretty easy and I'm sure it will take you only a few hours to finish one. I highly recommend for you to use a sturdy nylon yarn to give your bag stability. If you don't have one, I will add a recommendation in the description box. So for this project, I might be using just one color, or if I'm going to be needing some more of this kind of yarn, I'll be using this black one. And hopefully this is enough. And then I'll be using this 3.25 millimeter crochet hook, which is Tulip Etimo gray that I bought. It's a set that comes with 8 crochet hooks of different sizes, and I also bought some red Tulip Etimo gray separately. And also you will be needing some scissors, of course, and you might need some lighter. It is much better to secure it with a lighter when you're joining or every time that you fasten off. So I'm gonna find my lighter later on because I couldn't find it right now. So to start, we're going to make a slip knot. And then we're going to chain 65. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have used 2.5 millimeter crochet hook and I chained 65. Okay, so after chaining 65, we're now going to work a double crochet into the 7th chain from hook. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we made just one square mesh stitch. Now we're going to chain 1, skip a chain, and then we're going to work a double crochet into the next. Make sure that you skip one chain, and then we're going to chain 1 again, skip 1, and then work 1 double crochet. Alright, so now I have 2 remaining chains left. I'm gonna chain 1 and work my last double crochet into that very last chain. So now we're gonna work 2 more rows of this mesh stitch. So we're going to chain 3, which will count as 1 double crochet. We're gonna turn, add 1 more chain, which will be the chain space, and then into every double crochet on top of that, we're gonna work a double crochet. Next is we're gonna work chain 1 in between. So the sequence is we're gonna work a double crochet on top of each double crochet, and then chain 1, skip 1 chain. So we will be repeating that sequence until we get to the end of this row. Okay, so now I'm at the end of the last stitch. Make sure to skip this chain, and then into that next chain, that is where we're gonna work our last double crochet. Now we're going to work 1 more row So we're gonna chain 3, which will count as 1 double crochet, chain 1 for the chain space, and then into that next double crochet we're gonna skip this chain 1. On top of this double crochet we're gonna work a double crochet, which is just the same as what we did on row 2, I mean. So this is just the same as what we did on second row. So we're just going to repeat row 2 until we get to the end of this row. Alright, so in here I'm at the end of my stitch, and we're gonna skip this chain 1, and then into that next stitch, that is where we're gonna work our last double crochet for this row. Now on the fourth row, that is going to be the start of our working in round part. So we're gonna start working in round after working 3 rows of the mesh stitch. So we're gonna chain 3 as usual. We're gonna chain 1 for the chain space, turn, we're gonna skip a chain, and then into that next double crochet, that is where we're gonna work our double crochet. So okay, now so once we get to the final stitch, we're gonna skip a chain, and then into that last stitch we're gonna work our final double crochet. But this isn't the final because we're only starting to work in rounds. So what we're gonna do next is we're going to chain 1. This will make the corner, and then into that same stitch we're gonna work a double crochet, and now we're gonna chain 1, and then into that middle chain, that is where we're gonna work our double crochet, and then we're gonna chain 1 and work a double crochet into that middle of the 2 double crochet, chain 1, and then we're gonna skip this double crochet here, and into that we're gonna work a double crochet. So we're gonna chain 1, and we're gonna skip a chain. In here we're gonna work a double crochet, chain 1, and into that same stitch we're gonna work double crochet. So we made a corner on this side, and we're gonna do that on the other side when we get here. So in between we're just gonna do the same thing as what we did when we were doing mesh stitches in rows. We're gonna double crochet and then chain 1 in between. So I'll just repeat the sequence until I get to the other corner where we're gonna repeat the same thing as what we did in here. So as you can see, I went ahead and worked around, and then I'm almost finished doing the first round, which is easy because we're just going to work one double crochet on top of each double crochet, and in between double crochets we're going to chain one, and that's it. So we will just repeat this every round until we get to the height that we like for the summer bag. Chain one. This is going to be the last stitch that we've made, and this is the chain 3, and this is the chain 1 space. So on top of this first double crochet, which is the chain 3, that is where we're gonna close off this round. There. So as you can see, this is going to be the bottom base of our bag, and then we're going to repeat this round until we get to the height that we want. So again, we're gonna start with the next round by chaining 3, which will count as 1 double crochet, chain 1 for the chain space, so we have chain 4, and then into the next double crochet we're gonna work our double crochet, chain 1, and then 1 double crochet on top of each double crochet. So I'm just going to repeat the previous round until I get to the height I want, and then I'm going to show you what it's going to look like. This is what it looks like now after finishing the bag. And for the bottom base, you can adjust the size if you would like it wider. So in my case, I only did 3 rows, and then after that I worked a round of mesh stitches. So if you would like to make it wider, you can add a few more rows before working in rounds. And of course, do not forget to add 1 double crochet, chain 1, and 1 double crochet into each corner to make it rounded. So this is what it looks from the inside. As you can see, all the ends have been secured, and I have used lighter to melt the ends of the nylon cords. Now, if you are asking whether is it easy to crochet with nylon cords, well, because in this project I have crocheted loosely, it doesn't hurt as much as when I have made the other project, which is a phone pouch. And since I crochet loosely on this project, it doesn't hurt, but I try to take a rest in between working many rows. So if you'd like to know the sizes, here it is. By the way, you can tag me on my Instagram account at SharonLee26 if you'd like to make this project. I would love to see it. And of course, thank you so much for watching my videos. And if you have requests to see on my channel, do not forget to comment down below. Follow me in all my social medias. Subscribe for more video tutorials. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye.